Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to JUENFO Kitchen where we just enjoy food. So let's enjoy this healthy, moist and delicious banana bread. I'm going to start off by prepping all the dry ingredients first. I'm going to make the oat flour which I'm going to be using for this recipe. It's very simple to make. No need to buy if you already have oats in your pantry. So I need 2 cups of oat flour for this recipe. So I'm just going to blend 2 cups of oats for 30 seconds to a minute depending on your blender. Don't put too much oats in at once. I'm blending this a cup at a time so I end up with a fine texture. Once the flour is done, we're going to sift it with the remaining dry ingredients. It's good practice to always sift your flour when baking. I'm adding some baking powder, baking soda, a little pinch of salt, some cinnamon, some mixed spice which has all those warm and wonderful flavors that's great for baking, and some fresh nutmeg. If you don't have it, grounded works just as well. After sifting, you may have a little bit of dry ingredients left, especially if you made your flour like I did. So I'm just going to give them a quick blend once more and sift again. Mix to distribute the ingredients evenly and set aside. I love raisins and walnuts in my banana bread. Of course, if you're not a fan, just leave them out. Or add whatever you like, or just leave it plain. I'm going to lightly toast my walnuts for 2 to 3 minutes. You don't have to toast them, although it does bring out the flavor. And I keep mine in the freezer, so I like to toast them before I use them. And after toasting, I'm just going to give these a rough chop. For my raisins, I always keep them soaked in a rum and wine mixture so they're nice and plump and juicy. You can soak them in a little bit of warm water for a few minutes if you don't want to use alcohol, although this is way more flavorful and you don't necessarily taste the alcohol after your bread is baked. So I have a couple of bananas here, and the riper your bananas, the better it is. So these spotted ones are great. And the bananas that look like this that you were about to throw away because you thought it was rotten, just use them to make a banana bread. Riper bananas are naturally more sweet, so you don't need to add as much sweetener. Mash your bananas well, and you should end up with at least 1 cup or a little bit more. This was exactly 1¼ cup. To my mashed bananas, I'm going to add 2 medium to large eggs, and I'm sweetening this with honey. Note that my measuring cup is greased. This is a good hack when you're measuring your honey to prevent it from sticking. I'm also adding some vanilla and a little bit of almond flavoring. This is optional, but it works so well with the walnuts. And this is very strong, so a little bit goes a long way. Next, I'm adding some melted unsalted butter. Coconut oil also works, but butter adds a lot more flavor and tenderness. And you want to use good quality butter. These are the 2 brands that I like to use. This video isn't sponsored by them, by the way. Then we're going to give everything a good mix. And one of the things that I like about this recipe is that you don't need any special tools to make it. After that, we're going to gradually add the flour. Just mix it in 2 parts and then fold in the walnuts and raisins. Remember not to overmix. So oat flour absorbs liquids more slowly. So we're going to allow the batter to rest for 5 minutes before we bake it. No more than 5 to 10 minutes max. It may not rise as well if you leave it too long. After that, I'm going to pour it in my loaf pan, which I have greased and lined the bottom, and then bake in my preheated oven at 350 Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius for 45 minutes to an hour. Try not to overbake. You may check it and the batter looks raw, but it's really not. This actually took exactly 50 minutes. Of course, I have to show you a slice. And this bread was perfection. You cannot tell that this was made using oat flour. It was so soft and moist. I have a huge sweet tooth, so I'll definitely be meal prepping this one more often for a guilt-free dessert. I have a few more banana bread recipes on the channel, so I'm gonna leave a couple of them here for you guys to watch. The recipe will be in the description as usual. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, live life to the fullest and just enjoy food.